What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy CJ, and I am here with a very, very special guest. I got my friend Diamond in the building. Let's go.
Hey,
What is up? What is up, Diamond? Listen, it is so good to be here today. It's been. Let me give you your flowers first. This is just so you guys know, because I know you could be watching on her YouTube, you could be watching on my YouTube, you could be watching on Instagram. But if you're watching on Instagram, just subscribe to our YouTube channels. We'll talk about that in a second. But I met Diamond through Instagram because I went up to Fusion Gyms up in Philadelphia, and she was one of the dopest content creators in that gym. And I said, first of all, I was like, okay, cool. She making dope content. She looks good. She's funny. I was like, how can I not follow her page? How can I not follow her page? So, Diamond, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, listen. So, tell people real quick, who you are, what you do, because I know right now I'm introducing you as this dope fitness content creator. But for people who don't know, tell people who you are.
Okay, I'm Diamond. I'm a trainer. I'm a content creator. What else can I say? I think a lot of people don't know, or like they assume that I've like been doing this for a really long time, and I've actually only been doing this for like a year and a half now. So yeah, just been trying to like grow my personal brand, work more on my content creation, and just like really getting like exposure with stuff outside of fitness and brands outside of like fitness. And I know we talked about that a little bit, but that's me. That's what I'm doing now.
Listen, by the way, yeah, we're gonna talk about that because expanding outside of fitness is super dope. By the way, as you see here, we are live on Instagram too. How about that?
Okay,
at the same time. But it's funny you bring up the fact that we both are in health and wellness, fitness, and you're really big into that. But creating a platform outside of just fitness, right? That's really one of the reasons I made this whole show, is to talk with content creators and entrepreneurs and such. And so let's talk about that part first, because we'll get into some content creation tips, how you went viral with 2.2 million views. We all talk about all that stuff, right? But at the same time, let's just talk about for a second, like when you're into fitness and you have ambassador deals, things like that, what's the urge to say, you know what, I want to do more than just be known as a personal trainer or in the fitness?
Honestly, like full transparency, I think it's one. Well, I have a whole backstory of why I wanted to venture off.
Yeah, go there.
One, it's the money, because being an ambassador, being an affiliate, it's not much money in it unless a lot of people want to buy whatever you're trying to advertise to them. Everything is commission based. So I felt like I was limiting myself with just being in the space of like, okay, well, I'm just going to be a brand ambassador for this company and this company, but it's not much money in it, like I said. So that's kind of what made me want to go into some other things. It's fun, don't get me wrong. And a lot of the brands that I've worked with and I still work with now, I love them. But yeah, just I need a little bit more.
No, I feel you. I feel you on that. Because like when it comes to just ambassador deals where it's like stuff that are affiliate link based, stuff like that, where it's like people gotta make the sale in order for you to get a commission and things like that. That can only get so far for most people. Like there's a very small percentage of people, less than 1%, that can really make good money like off of that. When I say good money, I'm talking about like a living, right? Stuff making six figures, making enough where you could live off that. Like for most people, you might make $50 check, you might make a $200 check, but that's not gonna stop. That's not gonna really free up your time as you really want as an entrepreneur, as a creator. There's a very small percentage of people. I don't know if you know people who may do stuff with Gymshark or with some other brands where they get paid a good amount of money to do stuff, but it's a very small percentage. Like again, we're talking like 10 people, 12 people for these brands. So it's very hard to get that type of money where it's not the affiliate link stuff, that's leading in, right?
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I'm not giving up on what my goals are when it comes to fitness and the brands that I ultimately want to work with. But I also have to think about like right now, what I'm doing right now to contribute to my future and where I see myself as a content creator. So yeah, I feel like that's very important. But you're right, it is such a small amount of people who get that opportunity. but I'm coming for it. So
First of all, come on now. Don't make me pull up your content now, because you can get it. You can get it. And I would just tell people, like, for the people who want those bigger deals, like, because if you may, people may or may not know, I'm a coach in the health and wellness industry. So I coach fitness professionals, gym owners, constantly every day. Literally been doing this for 8 years now. Literally traveling to gyms across the world. Like, if you don't follow my page, you should be following. But it's like, I go literally all around and I'm coaching them on stuff. I'm studying gyms. I'm working behind the scenes with gym owners on stuff and influencers in particular, because we'll even talk about some of the brand deals I have. And it's like, well, if I can work with these brands and I'm working with other people who have these brands, I know what's possible. It's just a matter of, are you going to be willing enough to put in the time consistently over and over? Are you going to be steady Eddie? And when I say that, I mean, there's a lot of people, Diamond, like, they'll get hot. They'll get real hot. They'll get hot for, like, I would say 6 months, 8 months, and they're constantly be flourishing, and then brand deals are be coming and opportunities are coming, but it's not fast enough. So meaning, like, they want more super fast, and because they don't hit that ultimate goal right away, they fall off. Or they kind of fall off, or they're like, man, something else happened, and they give up. And it's not knowing that it took some people 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 years or even longer, so they finally made it. Like, I don't know if you know Philly Whedon. Like, he's a gym owner in Philadelphia. He's done stuff with Ebony Fit Weekend in the past, and like super, super dope. And he literally tells me, he's like, yo, I've been doing this for 15, 20 years before it got to this sixth level of success where he's getting paid to do stuff on YouTube and flown across places to do these tours and stuff like that. And a lot of people are not willing to put in that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've definitely spoken to people who, like, okay, like, I wanted to do the whole content creation thing, didn't work out, they gave up. And I'm not gonna lie, at first, like, it was discouraging. I'm like, well, is this even possible? Like, can this really happen? But at the end of the day, like, I learned a lot about all or nothing mindset. And when you're passionate about something, that's all you see, that's all you are gonna go after. So giving up is just like not an option. And that's kind of how I feel.
Definitely not an option. Definitely not. By the way, you get a horn for that. Definitely not giving up is not an option. And it's one of those things too. Like, even I'm being transparent. Like, even before this show, we were talking behind the scenes, and I was like, yo, I feel like I was tired. I wanted to go be sitting on this couch over here playing the game, whatever. But I set up a goal as a content creator, and I said, hey, there's so many subscribers I want to get on YouTube. There's so many. I want this to be a place of monetization where I'm getting that YouTube money. So in order to do that, you got to set the standard and push through. Like, I just got off a call, a Zoom call, like 30 minutes before this call, and I'm scrambling and I'm making graphics of the thumbnail. I'm making posts on Instagram. I'm hitting you up. I'm asking you stuff. I'm making edits, and I'm setting this StreamYard up, and I'm doing all this stuff. But that's the stuff that people don't see when it comes to, like, well, why does he have a sneaker deal? Why does he got this contract? Why is he getting paid to wear sneakers? How can he give out sneakers? How can I get that? Well, are they willing to make that success? I mean, that sacrifice, as to say, are they willing to make that sacrifice is the question.
Right. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it's something I still struggle with, like, here and there. And I know earlier you talked about, not seeing the results you want right away and feeling like, all right, I'm about to fall off, like, or I'm not even seeing it, but it's like, I don't know if it's working. So, and sometimes, like, I get in my head about things like that, but ultimately I know it's a bigger goal. And like you said, it takes some people literally years, but as long as you're not giving up on it, then it's yours. The world is yours, literally. It's just reminding myself constantly I got to keep pushing, because I'm not gonna lie, I was tired too tonight. I was tired.
Yo, and shout out to you again for doing that, because we get tired and people don't realize as content creators, like, and then it's one of those times where people always ask, well, how do some people get certain things? And you have to make your own success. You have to make your own luck, if you will, because the more you're out there, the more consistent you are with higher quality, is the better results you're going to get. Right. And sometimes people forget, like, by the way, we're going to go on your YouTube channel, and not your YouTube, but your Instagram in a second too, because I wanted just people to see the consistency of your content and how dope it is. But it's like, okay, cool. When people go viral and things like that, are they willing to, okay, but now what? Then they feel like, oh, well, do I stop? Like, no, like you'll be posting content as a content creator if you're doing this on social media forever. Like I try to tell people, like it doesn't stop. You
Mm-mm.
ever feel like, man, I'm creating all this content, but now I'm stuck. I don't even, I feel like you feel like, you're running wheels. Like I'm posting this kind of same thing over and over. I'm working out every day. Is how do
Yeah.
I make this original, right?
Yes, I definitely do. And especially with me, like trying to showcase that I'm more than just a fitness influencer. Like I want to move into lifestyle, self-care, all that stuff. Now it's kind of like, everybody says like brand yourself a certain way and like don't go off of that path. Like if you're fitness, just do fitness. And I'm like, well, I want to do more than fitness. Like I want to work with spas, which I have been doing. Clothing lines, things of that sort. Like you've seen the transition videos. Like, why can't I have it all? Why can't I do it all? So, you know.
Yeah, and like it's a challenge. And when people like when this comes to health and wellness, and I tell people all the time, it's like, okay, cool. You can do these workouts, you can do these things, but you don't feel like you have to be boxed in and it has to be the same thing. Like, be honest with you, there's only so many times I can watch you work out. I mean,
Yeah.
there's only so many times.
Exactly.
And then the people like then they start realizing what happens is people will then they'll start making stuff shorter, or they either say, oh, I gotta fit the algorithm, and they start making content for the algorithm instead of making it for me as the consumer, as the viewer, or someone who wants. For one, I want to know who Diamond is. I want to know more about Diamond. I want to know the behind the scenes. I want to know all this stuff. And the thing is, when you start making content for one because you feel like it's what the algorithm wants instead of what your audience wants, or instead of what you want to make, then you hit the roadblock. Then it really gets bad.
Yeah, it's definitely a constant struggle because I feel like I said at first when I was posting, everything was just like fitness. But a lot of people also don't know, or I feel like they don't. I started on TikTok and I kind of like, I had a viral video on TikTok too. Like this was the beginning of COVID, and I was doing dancing videos and I was doing like transition videos and things of that sort. And I'm like, why not bring that to Instagram? Like, this is who I am. This is my personality. Like, I play too much sometimes. I like dancing. I like doing the whole clothing stuff and all that. So, yeah.
No, so I didn't know that. So you started with posting content on TikTok before you really got into it on Instagram?
Yep, I sure did. I would learn dances, literally, COVID, everybody was in the house. I would learn dances, post the dances, do like little makeup videos, do transition videos, like outfits, get ready with me is yeah.
Okay. And so when you joined on so TikTok, so you were there when it got hot where everybody you could post something and it would go viral just like that right from the beginning. You didn't have to be on there long and you can get videos. Did you have more success on TikTok than you did on Instagram or vice versa?
Sure. I feel like it's easier to go viral on TikTok than it is on Instagram. Instagram is like hard. I don't know. It's like you really got to know what you're doing. The trending audio, hashtags, all that right times. TikTok, especially during COVID, it was easier to get a bunch of followers, go viral, all that stuff.
So let me ask you this, and this is the follow up because people want to know this type of stuff, and I'm always curious because it's like when you go the times that you went viral, was it literally you feel because of the trending audio, or you feel because it was just like the right time at the right moment, you got lucky, or you feel like, hey, it was just that video was just that dope where that many people wanted to see it?
Honestly, I think it's a combination of those things because I did a challenge. You remember the Bust It challenge?
Mm-hmm.
I did that challenge, and that one was like going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was the audio. I think it was my transition. The content. It was a good video. I mean, you could pull it up.
Okay. She said, "Pull it up." Wait, well, now let's not talk about it. Let's just see it. So, is it on Instagram or I gotta go to TikTok?
It's on TikTok, and I think it's pinned to my TikTok.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up. Let me see if I got a link in your bio. Boom. Okay, boom. All right. So, wait a second. I already hear it. All right, cool. You might not, but let me share it on the screen here. Let me share my screen. Boom. All right. So hopefully, yeah. So which one is it? This one?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Hopefully, YouTube don't be tripping on this. All right. So we already 7 seconds in. Okay. And that one went crazy, huh? That 1.3 million.
Yeah.
That you feel so? Do you feel so? That one, yeah, that makes sense, right? Because it was going viral. Everyone, we know when something goes viral on TikTok, it just trends, and then people almost are like stuck, and you have to watch because you know the transition is coming. You know it's coming, so it's like you got me hooked. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. It's like there it is, right? So you got it. You're holding people 7 seconds before it even happens.
Uh-huh.
But see, now, granted, if I'm scrolling and I don't know that's a trend, am I still going to wait the 7 seconds? But I know on TikTok, everybody knows, right? Everybody. That's why I think it's like one of those things, like you said, it's easier to go viral on TikTok because it's like a thing to be into the trends. You got to know, hey, this is the song. This is like the $1 million, was it $1 million baby song?
Yeah. I
That
know.
you just know it was a trend. You knew that everything you go to is pretty much going to have that song.
Mm-hmm.
On Instagram, I don't know. I feel like that. I feel like the stuff that'll be trending. I'm like, I don't even realize it. I was like, oh, that's trending right now. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's either right now on Instagram, at least from what I see, it's either your video is aesthetically pleasing and
Mm-hmm.
it's like getting the views from that and holding people attention, or it's like fitness or a sex society, but it's like women half naked. But like that's just what it is. That those are the things that like holds people attention nowadays.
Well, so it's crazy you say that because it's not just, and when you say women that are dressed provocatively, if you want to say half naked, whatever, however people want to say it, right? Because let's keep it real, but it's
Yeah.
like it's not men just watching, it's women watching. Like
Yeah.
women see, for example, they might see you and they're like, man, I aspire to have a body like her. I want to look like her, or how do I get that? Oh, now I'm gonna watch her workouts, or they just may just be fascinated and just want to watch.
Mhm.
But that's really it. Because be honest, be real. Half naked woman on Instagram, approve. Half naked guy, disapprove. Everyone, oh, it's a catastrophe. Let's block it. Oh, put your shirt on, put your pants on, and it's like, wait a second. She out here with a thong. I'm out here in some boxer briefs, and it's a problem, right?
I can't speak for anybody else, but I wouldn't mind it. I'd be like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, do you?
But that's just literally that's just the way culture is in general. That's what's like a guy. So this is one of those interesting things. So I'll ask you a question before I give my answer. Do you think it's easier for women to gain followers on Instagram or social media versus men, or you think it's easier for men to gain followers?
It's definitely easier for women. It's definitely easier. Like, if you would see the amount of like male followers I had, like we should talk about that too because it's really crazy. I want to get more like females, but it's definitely easier for us. Just from the looks, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's just a thing.
No,
But
you said it just there. You just said it.
yeah, I mean that's what it boils down to.
The women want to follow women and men want to follow women. Like, first of all, it's crazy because if my demographics on Instagram are what do you think is what? Do you think I have more women follower or more men?
Probably men.
You think so? From the content I post, you think it's more men?
I don't know. I
It's
don't
hard to tell, right? It's hard to tell.
know.
So I'll tell you, it's 51% women, 49% men. It's pretty much down the middle.
Wow.
Now, I'm willing to bet that yours is predominantly men that follow.
You want to see?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Show me. So now I'm willing to bet. I'm going to say 60-40, and I could be totally wrong on that, but I'm thinking 60% men.
That's your final answer.
Yeah, that's my final answer. I need a what's that say? 90% men.
Why ain't no way, boy? Why ain't no way, boy?
What?
Why ain't no way, boy?
Whoa, 90%. Okay, so I'm guessing, and this is total guess, but tell me, you think that is because of the viral videos, and when a viral video goes in a certain way, the algorithm just feeds it to the same audience, and that's just how it ends up.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the viral video. Yeah, it's definitely the viral video. And it's unfortunate for me because like I told you, I'm trying to move outside of like just fitness. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to work with these like beauty brands, hair care brands, things of that sort. So like if I'm sending them my numbers, they're like, well, this is not our target audience. So like it's a problem. It's like nice to see on Instagram, oh, like she has the followers, but for what I'm trying to do, it's not helpful. But then also like back to the viral video, because this is another thing on Instagram. Like y'all know you said women and men want to follow women, but I don't think that's always necessarily true because even on that video, I had women on there like, well, what's so special about her? Like, see what the hype is about. Like literally, and I'm like, from what like
Well, wait a second. So they were hating?
that's what it gave.
Oh, that's no surprise.
I'm like, I thought we were supposed to be supporting each other, and I'm the nicest, sweetest person ever. So I'm just, but people, I mean, people don't see that, but I don't know, I don't know.
So here's the thing. What I noticed, and again, this is my opinion as a man who's always witnessed it from the outside. I was like, women like to hate on other women when they're getting the attention that they want. So it's like the attention that they want and thrive for, and they see another woman getting it. What's so special about her? I can do that. I work out too. I do this, and they hate on it. And it's like, but well, if you were going viral, would you want somebody to hate on you? So that's kind of how I feel on that. But with like you said, the algorithm was feeding it to all the men. So yeah, of course, men we're gonna follow. I'm gonna be honest. Like if I saw the video, I'm probably gonna follow, right? But now, like you said, it's like the same time. All right, cool. Now I want to work with brands and they're going to look at demographics. Well, how do you work through that? And thankfully for you, you talking to a social media manager and someone who works with brands, I'm going to tell you how to fix it. So, so the thing that I would say, so if you came to me and said, hey, CJ, I got 90% men that are following me, and this is how many followers I have. All right, cool. So you have, let's do the math. You got 52,000 people that follow you on TikTok, and then you have another 37,000 followers on Instagram. So you got damn near 100,000 followers. I don't care if they're men, women, that's an audience. So now at this point, cool. What type of products do they need? And so when you're marketing stuff, you may look at it and say, well, this 10% of 90,000 is a lot. That's still over 10,000 women. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of women. That may not be exact math, so don't do mathematicians come after me. You know, say, oh, that's really 9.9. I don't know, but it's close to 10%. That's close to 10,000 people, right? So you look at it like it's still a lot of women. So you say, okay, that's how many women I'm gonna really focus on and lean towards. And then for the men, you may have certain content that say, hey, look, hey guys, you know, your girl having this problem with her hair, whatever. She needs this product. Get this for her for Christmas. You're kind of like promoting products in a way where, yeah, you still talking to women in some content, but every now and then, hey guys, your girl probably needs this. You probably don't know this, but your girl wants this. So you can still speak to the men. And that's so when you're talking to brands, you just have to be mindful to say, hey, just because they're men that are following doesn't mean that it still can't move the product. Because like, trust me, Kim Kardashian, these type of people, like they're moving stuff, not just with women that follow that men here. Oh, well, Kim Kardashian is wearing it, so I guess my girl want to wear it. This is her perfume or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we might see stuff from other women around in Hollywood or influencers or things like that and still buy it for our partner. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you kind of have to build, and I don't know, do you have a marketing kit right now, a media kit or anything you're working on?
I do. I probably need to update it because I've worked with way more brands since I made it. So, but yeah, I do have one. And then change.
Yeah, you can lean into that. You know, you can lean into it. It's like I look at it like at that point, I got over 90,000 people that I can promote to, right? So now how do I leverage it? And if 8 to 10,000 of them are women, that's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. So don't look at it like, man, it's only 10% That's a lot. If 10,000 women came to your door right now, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I didn't think about it like that. And then I also like, I guess I wasn't thinking about TikTok that much. I just started posting on TikTok again because I'm not gonna lie. Like once I saw the Instagram taking off, I'm like, all right, I need to focus on this. But I'm trying to get back into posting on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny you said that too, because like, oh, you said you didn't think about it like that. I say it like this. Sometimes my views were, you ever post something online and you'd be like, dang, it only got 500 views or only got 2,000. And you'd be like, what? This is dope content. And then you think about it, and I'm like, well, if 500 people really saw what I just did, or 500 people came to my door right now, or I had to do a live speech in front of 500 people, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
The numbers start to change your mind. You start thinking like, oh, if it's not 10,000 views, then it's not successful, and that's not necessarily true.
Yeah, that's another thing I have to like constantly remind myself, because after that video that went viral, I'm like, all right, well now all my videos need to do numbers. Like, what's going on? So yeah, I definitely
everything need 2.2 million.
Exactly. I just knew it was going to get at least 1 billion.
So who? There's only one person who can expect that. You know who that one person is?
Who?
There's only one person. I'm gonna give you one guess. There's only one right answer. There's only one person on the whole internet that can expect that on every post.
Beyonce.
There we go. Come on now. Queen B. That's it. It's her internet.
Oh my gosh.
The fact that you got it in one guess, you on it.
I think I was just thinking about her earlier. I was listening to her album.
That's the only person that she can literally post her eating cereal and it will get over 2 million views like right now. Oh my God, Beyonce eats Fruit Loops. It's gonna go viral. It doesn't matter. Anything she posts. Anybody, Jay-Z, not so much, but that's just what it is. But no, it's crazy because when you talk about just content in general, and we were saying how things go viral and stuff, but when it went viral, tell us how that happened for you. Was it where it was like you woke up in the middle of the night and your phone was going crazy, or you just kind of just was watching it and it's like, man, what's happening? Like, were you awake or what was happening?
You know what's crazy? Okay, so when I even made that video, I was on vacation. I was in Florida. And I knew I was going to do a transition video. And when I made the video, I'm like, oh, this is cute. Like, I had it in my dressing room. I was like, oh, this is cute. But it's certain videos that you edit and like you have in your head is going to go crazy. I did not think that was going to be one. Like, I don't know why. I just like, oh, this is a cute little like transition video, And then like, it's crazy because I was getting like likes and follows, but it wasn't immediately. I feel like it was like a couple hours to like the end of that night in the early morning the next day, and I'm like, oh snap, like this video is like going crazy right now. Like, and then people, before I even get to, because I told you my notifications are off, so before I even get to see, people are texting me like, you see how many views your video got right now? I'm like, no. And then I checked, so I wasn't expecting it.
Wow. Hey, you got no clue.
No, I did not. My notification is off. Yeah.
So listen, tell me this. So did that happen with the Instagram video that went viral too? Was it the same way? Because I know you were talking about TikTok one.
Oh, just now I was talking about Instagram.
Oh, you were talking about this one.
Yeah.
Okay, this one, how many? This one was 105,000. How many views? Oh, this was, hold on, let's see how many views it says. Oh, you don't have it pinned here. Okay.
That one is, I think it's 2.2 million.
2.2. Okay. And this literally, you just probably how many seconds did you spend on this? Literally a minute? Literally a minute. You just having fun on vacation.
Literally, that's all it was.
And literally, so boom. I'm just looking at all these comments. I mean, you got, so it's one thing. So if you had to say how many times you made a video like this, like that style, how many times do you think that you've done a video that style where you did transitions that quick?
3 or 4.
So has each time went crazy like that?
Yeah.
So you maybe you're onto something.
I know. And you know what's crazy? I'm just now realizing that.
Maybe that's what it's like. Maybe it's the fashion. Like for one, obviously, it's like the fashion. People are gonna be like, "Yo, okay, cool." That's how you leverage it. It's like, "Hey, I can get super visibility to your apparel, to your swimwear, to your fitness gear, whatever." Maybe that's your thing. Where, because honestly, think about it like this: if 10,000 people, for example, followed you from that one viral video alone, let's say it was 10,000, those people, they already liked you making that type of content. So if you do it again, they're probably gonna like it again. So I'll give you an example. It's a friend of mine. Let me pull up her page. I'm gonna pull up her page and I'll show you how she went viral. And literally it's like kind of transformed her whole thing. Let me pull up Shay's page. Okay, so this is Shay. She's at 22,000 followers right now. So I would say, this is my guess. I could be wrong on this. So Shay, if you're watching this, I apologize. I feel like she was at like less than 5,000 for sure, maybe 2 months ago. And it went viral on one of these videos here, because literally it's the most random. Hold on, I don't know what's going on with my Instagram. Is tripping. It went was the most viral thing. She was literally just twisting her hair. Stop popping up.
Oh, you passed it.
Did I pass it? You see it?
Yeah, it had 3.6 million. Scroll up.
Yeah. This one is 2.2. Did you see another one?
Yeah, I thought I saw another one.
Let me keep. Oh yeah. Okay. So first, this is the first one, right? 2.2 million. And it's like, okay, well, wait a second. What am I missing here, right? I'm like, but it resonated with people so much that this just went crazy. 2.2 million. She's literally twisting her hair with a caption over it. I'm like, Diamond, what am I doing, right? But what happened is like, okay, it fits some type of algorithm where women who like this, it just boom, and took off, because it's not even just about the views, it's about the likes. How many people liked it, right? Then you look again, okay, she kept doing it. Look how many 200,000 views, 400,000, 70, like she just kept doing it over and over, and she realizing, okay, that's what they want. Then again, 3.6 million. It was like, well, wait a second. She's like, well, I see that's what people want, so I'm just gonna. So the people who liked it went crazy for it, and now the algorithm is just feeding it to that same type of audience. So that's still kind of like even talking about with the whole transition content for you. If you kept doing that, it probably would go crazy. Now, granted, I don't know what the demographic numbers, if that would change at all. Probably it would be around the same, but at the same time, the numbers are gonna go crazy and the audience is gonna still build.
So with the transition video, the one that went viral on my Instagram, I'm not gonna lie, after that I was like, I don't know, I didn't want to keep posting content like that. Just because, like, I guess,
yeah, be real. Keep it real.
Like, I don't know, like, oh, she's naked. I don't know.
I feel you because you don't want. So it's like you don't want to, but it's just people are following you because of your looks.
That, I guess I just didn't want to look like that girl, like only posts bikinis. I mean, nothing wrong with those girls, but like, I don't know. It was something that I was in my own head about, and I'm like, I don't want to just, And then also with being like, going back to talking about being in like the fitness space, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just want to be looked at as like, oh, I'm strong. I'm a woman. Like, it means something. Like, it means a lot. So for me, like posting a video like that, I'm like, it takes away from all of that. Like, that doesn't even matter. It's like, oh, she looks good. I hope I said that correctly.
No, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Like, you're more than just that. But here's the thing though. So it's crazy to say this, but it's like, unless you would have to be very diverse with your content in order for everyone to see everything. So what I mean by that is that, let's say if you posted just once a week, that type of transition where you know change clothes, and then 2 days a week you're in the gym, where you're doing deadlifts or something like that or whatever. You're just working out. It doesn't matter really, because at the end of the day, the algorithm is gonna feed that to so many people, and it's like we can't determine who sees what. So out of your 50,000 followers, so many of them are going to see it anyway. So no one's going to kind of see all your content. Some people are just going to resonate with what they like from you.
Right.
Some people are just going to, they're like, you know what? Yeah, she works out too, but I'm only going to like it when she does that. Even though you're more diverse. But I would say this, if you follow me and you know I post whatever I want, I don't care. I will post me working out. I'll post other people working out. I'll post entrepreneur stuff. I'll post flyers. I'll promote my brand. I'll promote other people's brand. I'll just go live. Like, I'm not this stickler where some people are like, oh, I'm worried about my Instagram grid, or I'm worried about this and that. I'm like, none of that shit matters. People don't remember what they saw 30 seconds ago, let alone they remember my Instagram grid.
Right. Yeah. That's true. Like I said, it was just something that I was in my own head about. I feel like I've gotten better when it comes to that, because at the end of the day, like, it's about the numbers, the engagement, all that stuff. So, and that's what brands look at too. Like, not just your following, like the engagement on your post. So
Facts. I'm glad you said that. Did you know I have a sneaker contract with Mizuno? Did you know that?
I did not know.
So I'll tell you how it happened, and this is why hopefully that it might even resonate with something you got. So I posted one day just me running in the park, and it was just me running in the park, and then this brand reached out to me, Mizuno. I was like, Mizuno Running USA, I never heard of it. They invited me to an influencer night. They're like, hey, we want you to try these sneakers out and promote it for our new campaign. So finds out Mizuno is like one of the biggest apparel brands in the world, does stuff for the MLB, for the Atlanta Braves, for soccer, for tennis, for golf, all this stuff. And I'm like, man, they make dope sneakers too. And I got to the point where I literally got paid quarterly from them. And literally I got like 50, 60 pair of sneakers right here. Been working with them for years, working on the campaign now, got them to donate and sponsor to this show where we'll be giving out sneakers and stuff like that, all through the fact of just posting content that was just part of my life. It had nothing to do with me even looking for them, right? And so that's one thing for you, is just like same thing. Just post what you want in your life, and you never know where it leads to. Like, if you into fashion, outside of fitness, if you're into makeup, if you're into hair products, post it. Don't even worry about how many views, because I'll be honest with you, that stuff I posted with running, it probably got 100 likes on it. It didn't go viral. I've never had a viral video go over 200,000, probably maybe 300,000. That was focused on me. That was just me. Like, other people I've posted, yeah, I've had it go bigger than that, but just me, never. And so it was never about the virality of it. It was about it being organic, and then I have a good community that engages high. Like, any post I make, it's going to get anywhere to 50 to 100 comments. Like, and that's what brands want to see.
Yeah, that's definitely something that I've been thinking a lot about when it comes to content. I'm like, just being my authentic self. And not to say that like I wasn't or I'm not. I just feel like in my previous post, like I said, it's just all fitness. It's just me in the gym. Like, okay, she goes to the gym every day. She shows up every day, but people don't see when I don't feel like going to the gym. When I just ate a cheeseburger and French fries and Oreos. like, and it's like I want to post more stuff that's just like me, like not this perfect image of who I want people to, or who I wanted people to see me as. So,
you know what I love about this though, and hopefully you're getting something from this too, is like when you're live right now, this is you.
yeah.
This is not produced. This is not like, you ever go live where you just go in there and just talk?
I just started doing it, but I haven't in a little while, like 2 weeks.
So you go live on TikTok, Instagram, or where?
No, so I started going live on Instagram, just talking to people. Like, I think the last time was when I was going to play pickleball. And I was like, hey guys, getting ready to go play pickleball, running late. But yeah.
And so that's why I love doing this. So I'll be honest with you. Like, I said something at the top of this year to people. I was like, I'm a creative that, yeah, I can do everything and, it's fun, but sometimes you feel like you're in a box where everything has to be so short, a short form that I don't really get out ideas and thoughts. And I love to share information and help other people and stuff. And I'm like, sometimes I can't help you in 30 seconds or a 15-second reel. Like having this conversation, there's somebody right now that's watching it either live, there's people watching live chat, or that's watched the replay. By the way, such helpful gems being dropped. You see that? Like people,
Hi, girl.
you see what I'm saying? Like people are tapped in watching. And so with that, like this is where we kind of like can really help. And and so I wanted to do that. So I was like, yeah, let me just go live on YouTube. And so I grew my YouTube subscribers to over 1,000 because that was one of the monetization check marks you got to get for YouTube.
Mhm.
We're gonna get you there too by doing stuff like this.
Yes. And it's definitely holding me accountable too, because like I'll start with the youth. One thing I'm consistent with is Instagram, but when it comes to all the other apps, I'm like, all right, I don't feel like it today, being completely honest. But YouTube, I'm gonna get there. Watch.
So you know what was so hard for me? I set this goal last year. I said I needed 1,000 subscribers. I would do it for like posting. I was like, man, YouTube is a different beast. And then I got to the beginning of this year, New Year's resolution. I said, I don't care what it takes. I am hitting 1,000 subscribers by spring. I did that. So now we're headed towards, the 1,200 goal. And so with that, I'm like, you just have to set the date, set the time, and you say what? Diamond is going to commit to going live every Monday at 7:00 right here, right now.
I love that. And you were supposed to give yourself a buzzer too, because you met your goal. Yes.
By the way, like shout out to you for holding me accountable to that. Because look, I don't know if you've ever seen this before. The Stream Deck. Have you ever seen this before? So what a Stream Deck is, it allows you to set up certain actions. So like I have sound set up, right? So when I hit this, sounds happen. But you can set this up to do different things. So I can set up where a button literally puts up your face on the screen or brings up a certain video, or it's like having a producer's like control deck here. So when you stream live on YouTube or Instagram, whatever, you can just boom and it does what it need to do.
I love that.
Hey, and so I'm gonna put you on. Look, we gonna all the gyms right now. Right now we streaming with StreamYard. Do you use Mac or PC?
Mac.
So there's also another one called Ecamm. Ecamm Live is another stream service like this. So either whether you use Ecamm Live or StreamYard, it allows you to go live on Instagram, Twitter, which is X, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, all the stuff at once, even LinkedIn, all at one time. Like right now, we could be on all these platforms, and you ain't even gotta it's make it easy for you. Diamond's going live once a week on these platforms. It's gonna be all at once, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Like we getting her to commit right now, you guys. We getting her to commit right now.
I'm going live, not on a Monday, but I'm gonna say Thursdays.
Okay. Like be honest. Think about it. You ain't gotta think about what's day. Cause like for me, I always kind of set it up where it's like, I'll be honest, during football season, I am not going live when football is on. It's just not happening. It's not happening. But what's your thing? Is there a show you have to watch, or is there something you have to watch where you just like, you know what? I can't do all. Hey, this is the time I go to the gym, or is this something where you just like, I can't miss it no matter what?
Just physical therapy. That's the only thing.
Okay.
That's usually Mondays and Wednesdays, but that's it. But no, nothing else. That's it.
So you committing to Thursdays?
I think I'm committing to Thursdays. I could do Thursdays. There's no reason why I can't. The only person that stopped me is me. So.
And it don't even have to be for a whole hour. It could be 30 minutes.
Yeah, but what am I talk about? Am I just doing my own like?
You can do exactly what we're doing right now. You can invite me as a guest and ask me questions. Like, so I would say this: you can make it a podcast about health products, about hair products, about fashion. It could just be girl talk. Whatever you do, just don't do a dating thing. Don't do that. We got enough of that. Okay, we got enough dating. Everybody's a dating expert and nobody's married. Like, stop. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, be none of that. I need to do a story time. That's what I've been wanting to do on my Instagram. this whole week. I need to do a story time.
Okay, a story time. Give us a story time right now. Give us an example.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, this is the one I wanted to post on my page. So I don't know if you probably do see on my Instagram. Like I like wearing my natural hair, like my little fro. I like wearing my natural hair. So the other day, I was like, okay, I need a trim because my fro was looking a little uneven. I was like, I got this fix. So I decided to go to Supercuts. Don't say nothing. I know it's not really for us. But I was like, I'm gonna give it a chance. I said I'm gonna give it a chance.
You ain't gonna wait, boy.
I said I'm gonna give it a chance. So I went. And mind you, my hair was wet. So I'm asking a lady, I'm like, do you need a blow dry it? So like you can accurately like cut my hair. And she's like, oh no, I cut it, I can cut it like this. I'm like, okay. So I let this lady cut my hair. Mind you, hold on? Let me show y'all. I left that Supercuts crying. So my hair went from this.
Okay.
That was just what, like 2 weeks ago. This is my most recent post. Nobody has noticed yet. The lady cut my hair. Like, cut my hair. She went, you know how you supposed to go in and take a little at a time. She literally
like when she did it, did you feel like you already knew like, oh no, she just effed me up? Like,
yes, but I was like, I'm gonna trust the process because she was like, oh, like we gonna give you layers. It's going, I'm like, okay, like I'm trying to trust her because I didn't want to do it myself. I'm not a hairstylist. Like I know how to style my hair, but like I don't know how to cut and all that stuff. So she did the first cut. I'm like, okay, it's just in the back. I'm gonna trust the process. So then she starts going all over. And I'm like, wait, hold on. Can we blow dry my hair? Because I don't even know if you're doing this like accurately. And she's like, okay. So she blow dry my hair, but it's clear she don't know what she's doing. So then I'm like, all right, let me blow dry it. So I wound up blow drying my own hair. And then she was like, okay, like it's done. My right side of my hair was down here and the left side was up here. I swear. And like, the type of person I am, I'm a very non-confrontational person, like when it comes to like certain things, but I also don't like being looked at a certain way, just being a Black woman. So I'm like, I'm not everybody told us like, oh, I would have did this, I would have did that. I'm like, that's just not me, being completely honest. I sat there and I was just like, miss, the right side of my hair is not even with the left side of my hair. And I'm trying so hard to just remain calm. I'm literally crying. But thankfully, I spoke to, the person in charge, got my money back, and I went to somebody else, and then I got my hair done. But it was very traumatic.
this deserves another one of those sounds again.
I know.
So you're probably the first person I've ever known that said they went to Supercuts.
I'm not
first Black person I've ever heard of go.
I'm not proud of that decision at all. I learned my lesson. Never again.
That was your first ever story time. You see, this is what people need to know. This is the life-changing experiences they need to know from Diamond.
Yeah,
because of your sacrifice of your hair and your experience, we know, okay, yeah, we just can't go in like blind like that, especially when you didn't even know. Yo, you know how sacred a barber or someone hair beautician is, like somebody who's literally doing your hair. You know how sacred that is, and you walked in just like, all right, who? I don't even know who you are. I never been in here before. Here you go.
Well, because I thought I was like, how much damage could she possibly do? I asked for a trim, not even a haircut. I know it sounds crazy, but I asked for a trim. I'm like, okay, she's just going, just trim a little bit off. I wasn't thinking too much about it. And then she came up with all these ideas, and then I was like, hold on, we gotta slow it down. But it was too late.
So with that being said, she was a lesson, and now this is a story. So now this is the kind of stuff you could talk about on your YouTube channel. Yeah. Like this is what people want to know. This is how you get that. Yo, let me give you like a gem, another gem, because we got people in the audience and we dropping gems. Let me give you another gem. Like when you get engaged audiences on YouTube, like for example, it is way more valuable than all these followers on Instagram or TikTok. Because for one, it's not being fed in a feed, right? When you go on TikTok, it feeds you stuff and you just swipe in. Instagram, there you have to swipe and boom, boom. YouTube, they gotta look for you. Like I just know there's no feed. Like when you log in, there's certain thumbnails, boom, boom, boom. People you subscribe to, you probably subscribe to like a whole bunch of channels and stuff, but only the stuff that people are looking for is what they're gonna find. And so it's like, yo, if I got 10 people live on here, and sometimes we get 20 people live, and then the replays, I watch it and I look back later and I'd be like, yo, 100 people watch the replay. I'll be ecstatic. If I get 100 people watch a replay or watch a reel, I'm like, this some BS. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a real engagement because they're sitting watching CZ and Diamond talk for an hour. Like that's a real community. These are the people that will rock with you hardcore, buy your products, buy the stuff that you sponsor. These are the people you really want.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. You got your Tyra says, and I'm sure a lot of people, especially women, can relate to that story. I know I can. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, it's funny because I was supposed to do a story time on my Instagram. Like I wasn't planning on going live. I was going to do a reel, just like me doing my hair and like telling the story. But I was like, I got to get these braids up in my head because I was. But yeah.
So by the way, Tyra, you guys watching live, Coach Zay, anybody who's watching live and you got questions for myself or Diamond, you want to talk about content creation, anything you're struggling with, social media topics, anything you want to know about anything, we got like 10 minutes left and we're going to get out of here, but throw a question in the chat and we'll answer it. I see you tapping in late, Coach Zay. Do you have a question for me, Diamond? Ask me a question. Throw something at me while we wait to see if the audience got something.
How long have you been doing this?
So doing like social media.
Yeah, social media, all of it.
Since 2016. So to be honest with you, like before then, I was a person who hated the idea of social media, believe it or not. I didn't have a Facebook, I didn't have an Instagram, nothing before 2016. And I was like, man, who cares about what I'm eating for lunch? Why do people want to watch that? No one cares about social media. Ain't nothing. I was always that negative person about social media. And then what happened one day, I started a fitness journey, started posting myself in Lifetime Fitness, or I should take it back at that point, LA Fitness. By the way, you asked me about LA Fitness, it'll trigger me. So just so you know,
everybody has a bad story about them.
It'll trigger me. So that's a whole nother thing. But so I started posting it, but I started realizing it was a positive community that followed, right? It was a positive community. And I was like, man, you can actually post stuff on Instagram and positivity will come from it. And you start making your own community. So now I'm at the point where I went from a total transition of somebody who hated social media to now that someone who makes money on social media, because I start realizing like you create your own community. So when people say now, well, social media is this and social media is negative and this and this and it's like so toxic and stuff. I'm like, so who do you follow? Mm-hmm. I don't follow that. I don't follow people that are toxic. I don't follow negative. I don't see fights. I don't see this world star nonsense. I don't see that stuff. I see Diamond. I see Ebony Fit Weekend. I see people who running. I'm seeing motivational stuff. I'm seeing entrepreneur stuff, content creators that I like. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing wrestling clips, sports clips. I don't see this other nonsense. So I'm like, so you must be feeding into the negativity if you're following that stuff, because that's the algorithm that's going to give you what you want.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. I heard you earlier say you're a social media manager. We got to talk some more about that.
Okay. We're talking about like, so I tell you, like with being a social media manager, so I can do it a couple of ways, meaning like I help people come up with concepts, strategies to reach their goals. A lot of times when it comes to influencers and brands, so brands like small businesses, they'll say, hey, I just want to sell more products and I want my brand awareness out there. Influencers are people that are looking to get brand deals like sneaker contracts, working with Celsius or C4 or I'm talking fitness stuff, right? So like Nike, so we come up with a whole different plan. So it's different and where you are and how you strategically put together these media kits and the content out there strategically. How do I connect that? Because of how I'm tapped in with a lot of different brands and a lot of different networks. I'll kind of bridge that together at times. So yeah, it's just different ways to do that. So me and Diamond can talk about that.
Yeah, I definitely need this. See, this is why I feel like I need to. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've been on a little slow lately with networking and like getting out there. That's on like these events that's coming up. Like I need to go. I need to talk to people because you never know what somebody else knows or like who somebody is connected to, what you can learn from them. All of that. I feel like I've just been in this bubble, and now I'm trying to get out of it. So
So speaking of that, I'm glad you said that. Speaking of that, so you're in Philadelphia.
yeah,
So you heard of this event? I'm sure you heard of it. Following my page called Ebony Fair Weekend.
yeah.
How far is Philadelphia from DC? About 2 hour
This
drive.
is not far. So I know the weekend is literally the weekend of my birthday, but I was gonna go to the Gymshark event.
Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh no! She said it. Okay, but keep going, keep going, keep going.
No. All right. So now I feel like I'm going back and forth because I've never been to Ebony Fit Weekend. So I feel like I've been to a Gymshark event. I went earlier this year. So maybe I need to switch my plans.
So I'm not gonna talk negative about Gymshark because who knows? Gymshark might throw me some money one day, right? But same thing. Oh, by the way, so what? Look at this, Coach J. CJ, I'm trying to get her to come to EFW and DC. Come on now, the people trying to get Diamond to come to DC. Why are you playing out here? So here's the deal. Like you've been to a Gymshark event. If you've never been to Ebony for Weekend, I would highly suggest that you come to Chocolate City. It is the first time we have ever been this far up north. Usually we're in Houston, Miami, Atlanta. This is the time everybody up north. They're like, yo, y'all need to bring it to either Philly or Jersey or DC. Da, da, da. We are coming up north, so we need it to be super successful so we can continue to bring it up north. So we know it's like, oh, cool. All right, cool. We can't have one of the top influencers in Philadelphia not pull up on us now. Come on now.
You know what? Now I gotta go. See why you saying it?
I'm just saying, like, hey, yo, y'all, we coming to y'all neighborhood, if you will, because it's not Philly all the way, but it's close.
Yeah.
It's never been closer.
So it's 2 dates, right?
Yeah, it's so how it's gonna work for DC is gonna be a Saturday through Sunday. So Friday, I'm sorry, Friday through Sunday. So Sunday is gonna be the mix and mingle. So it's gonna be opening night. You can mix and mingle where it's like you network. Where fitness professionals, gym owners from all around the country, we land in DC. Everyone's from the city, from DMV is gonna pop out. It's gonna be crazy. That's on Friday night. Then on Saturday, it's the boot camp and the expo. So we have vendors and then we have expo for them, and we have the classes all day long. So there'll be classes literally like from 8 a.m. all the way through the afternoon, right? Then after that, then there's the after party on Saturday. Now you're getting a little bit of inside information because literally the tickets don't even go on sale until Friday. So if y'all watching this show, don't tell nobody I said this, but we're still playing with the idea on if Sunday is going to happen, right? Who knows? We don't even know if Sunday is going to have different classes or if we're just going to do a brunch. We may just do a brunch, but for sure we'll have a brunch. I just don't know if classes will happen Sunday night or not. We're still playing with that. We'll make that decision in the next couple of days. But yeah, it's I would suggest, if anything, when is the Gymshark event? That Saturday?
It's Saturday and Sunday. But I'm thinking.
And where is it in Miami?
No, it's in New York.
No, absolutely not. You come into Chocolate City, and because you've already been to Gymshark. Hey, Gymshark. And by the way, it's ran by us. You know one of the creative directors. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I need to
look at this. We got people in the chat. I'll bring her a free shirt, a shirt if she comes. Come on now.
Oh, thank you. Now I have to come.
You getting the red carpet rolled out for you.
I have no choice. So it's a lot that weekend. I'm not gonna lie. I'm moving. It's my birthday on Sunday. It's just a lot. But I am gonna try to come Friday. I'm gonna try to see if I can do a Friday because that's the mix and mingle thing, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, so at least I'll be able to like do that. I'm gonna try to do like Friday to Saturday or something.
Yeah, like even if you say, you know what, you come on Friday and then Saturday, even if you just did up one class, you just pick one class and do it. You know, you ain't got to say the whole day, but you know, I get it because you got a lot going on, moving, all that. But you want to at least experience the first time. You be like, dang, you might get there and be like, man, I'm so glad I came, and I guarantee you won't say, damn, I wish I didn't come. You will not say that. I promise you will not say that.
I'm coming. I'll be there Friday.
We got her locked in, Coach Zay. We got her locked in. Let's go.
I'm coming.
How do we even get on this topic? How do we even get on this?
I don't know.
You asked me about social media.
Oh yeah.
And then Coach Zay said something, but I feel like we still got there a different way. But either way.
Well, now I'll be there.
Cool. So you got any last questions in the audience? You guys got another 30 seconds before me and Diamond wrap this up. You got anything else you want to throw out? Oh, Diamond, go ahead and plug your Instagram, your YouTube, all that stuff. Tell people where they need to be following you at.
So my Instagram, well, everything is diamond.imani. So DYMON.EMONI.
And by the way, Diamond is her real name. I asked her. I was like, before we went live, I said, is this your real name? She said, yes, it's my real name. I was like, all right. Like, no pressure. Like, I was just asking.
Thank you so much. This was fun.
So we got a couple things accomplished. And I thank you for coming. Listen, just so you guys know, this is transparency before we wrap up. One, me and Diamond have never, ever talked before today. We've only communicated through engaging with each other on Instagram, supporting each other. And I reached out to her and said, hey, I want you to be in my YouTube show. Let's talk about content creation. It'll be free, easy conversation. Let's talk about whatever topics that come up. Didn't know where it was going to go. She said, yes, I'm in. Today, I hit her up and said, hey, I'm about to post this flyer. Cool. All right. She jumped on here 30 minutes before we got on live. Never had talked. And look, we had a super fun conversation. We got her to commit to a YouTube goal. We're going to talk about social media management. And she's coming to Ebony Fit Weekend. Let's go.
I love it.
It was all purposeful. And on top of that, she connected her YouTube to this. So it was like the first ever collaboration where I did it streamed on multiple YouTubes at once.
Yes, I love that.
So it's super dope. Any last words for you, for the people, Diamond, before we get up out here? By the way, when we hang up, when we go off live, stay there because we're going to talk offline. But go ahead. Anything you want to close out with?
Make sure you're following me on all my social media accounts. And I'll see y'all Ebony Fit Weekend.
There we go. Yo, we got the promo on deck. And by the way, if people, hold on, we got a question. This was such a great live to watch. By the way, Diamond, you know I'm down for EFW and DC. Love you, girl.
Oh, I love you too.
By the way, Tyra, I don't know if we connected on Instagram. I promise if you follow me, Fit with CJ, I will send you a follow back. Also, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'll subscribe to yours too. How about that? Let's do it.
Ty gonna come with me.
Okay. Look, hold on. I'm about to pull out my phone. So look, this is the pressure I'm putting on. So you guys see, we got Diamond in the building. We got Tyra, and look, they said they're coming to Ebony Fit Weekend. Let's go. Yes, I got it right here. It's all recorded. I'm putting this on my story. Boom.
We coming.
It's locked. All right, look, you come. I promise you, the first drink is on me. There you go. And you got a T-shirt from Coach Zay.
Oh, we love that. Thank you.
All right, you guys, listen. You guys make sure you subscribe. Me and Diamond are getting out of here, and yeah, that's it. We'll see you next time on her YouTube. She's gonna invite me as a guest next time.
That's what I mean.
Thanks, everybody.